What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're back in Destiny 2 for the weekly reset of March 30th, so we're gonna have to see what we get to an extent this week. It's possible that we've now seen the full rotation of Challanges proving quests, so as far as Helm-related story stuff, we'll have to see how that continues, but of course we still do have weekly challenges, and this week we've got the Proving Grounds as the Nightfall, and then we'll touch on the activities for the week, the vendors' main content beats, and a small update that we should get on Thursday. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoy the video, and also be sure to check out my friends at Now Drinks, who've got some tasty and healthy drinks for gamers with natural ingredients, and if you like the look of their stuff, you can get a free shaker at checkout when you use code Houndish, so be sure to check that out in the link down below. Now though, as we get into the game this week, we can see immediately that double rewards are active inside of Nightfall ordeals, so that's pretty awesome, on top of the fact that we do have Proving Grounds for the Nightfall Strike, so across all of the Nightfalls, including the Grandmaster that only returned a couple of weeks ago, and even in the Strike playlist we will be seeing the Proving Grounds, so that's pretty cool. Of course, bear in mind that that one is now available for all players. Then also the weekly weapon for the Nightfall ordeal should be the Palindrome, so if you want to farm that, the normal or adept version, it should be available this week. Otherwise though, of course we have been used to a milestone popping up for the weekly quest with Season of the Chosen, and so it looks like the 7th one that we had last week is the kind of final one in the actual rotation. I'm sure there'll be some other story stuff later on in the season, but otherwise Prismatic Recaster and War Table upgrades are things we can continue to work towards. For our weekly challenges, there is one to defeat combatants using a linear fusion rifle or sidearm in the Nightfall ordeal, and of course this week it's going to be Proving Grounds. We'll get double XP from defeating combatants in legendary lost sectors using snipers, submachine guns, rocket launchers, or bows. One for discovering how to unlock 10 more lenses at the Prismatic Recaster, another to defeat 40 Primeval envoys in Gambit, one to win multiple rounds in Trials of Osiris, and then finally one to acquire the Panacea ornament for the Salvage's Salvo grenade launcher. Moving over to the Eververse store for the week though, as always we've got all of the featured items for silver, but look into the front page. In the Bright Dust section, we do have the NECTAR DYNAMO shader available right here, as well as the Emperor Callus projection, and then we've got the Denial Dance, and finally the Author of Devastation, which is the ornament for the Wishender bow. On the main Bright Dust page though, we've got the Headbanger emote available, as well as the Showstopper dance, and then the Peerless Precision Shell available right there, as well as the Gigantes Roma Exotic Sparrow. And then we should have the class item for the Celestial set of armor. And then we also have the Pale Rider ornament, of course, for the 4th Horseman right here. That can be grabbed for 1250 Bright Dust. But finally we have the Depository projection right there, as well as the Daito Capsule entrance, the Corrupt Ether Transmat effect, and Taken Arrival Transmat effect. Then finally the Gloam Strife shader, as well as Amethyst Veil right there. We may as well take a bit of a preview of some of the shaders. We've also got Reef Maid, and then finally the Flavido Core shader, so you can grab any of those if you want. In case you're curious, Banshee for today does have Precisely Charged, which is one of the Charged with the Light mods, so maybe one you're after. And we've also got Backup Mag, but of course Banshee's inventory does reset daily. Legend and Master Lost sectors for today include K1 Communion at 1300, dropping exotic chest armor. And then we've got K1 Logistics as well on the moon. This one's at 1330, dropping exotic arms. Of course, bear in mind all of the pinnacle drops and things like that on the Director. Trials should be returning to the Crucible at the daily reset on Friday, now that we've finally got past some of the issues that were stopping it. And then over on Europa, the Eclipse Zone this week is going to be in Asterion Abyss. Then of course, there is the Exo Challenge with Simulation Agility. The featured Empire Hunt is going to be the Warrior. Then we've got the Raid and the Challenge for the week, this week being the Core 4. And otherwise bear in mind that we still have Prophecy Dungeon with the Pinnacle drop, as well as the updated dungeon rewards on Dreaming City and the Moon. We may as well briefly mention right now that we should be getting an update on Thursday, so this will be hotfix 3112. It should be dropping at the daily reset, and so far Bungie gave us a preview that the Inside Terminus Nightfall Triumph will now correctly be awarded when the score requirement is reached. But also that Lost Sector puzzles for the Xenophage quest will now work as intended, and heavy ammo will no longer spawn underneath the Distant Shore Crucible map. But there should be some other patch notes which we'll get when that drops on Thursday. Finally, if you are jumping into the Dreaming City, for the Ascendant Challenge this week, we've got the Shattered Ruins found via the Spine of Keres. And so if you want gameplay for the location for that one, it will run out at the end of the video. But for now guys, that's what we have to round up in the bulk of this week's reset. So as always, I will be keeping you posted right here on the channel with any additional info, news updates, and all that kind of stuff. So be sure to keep it locked and loaded right here. Get subscribed and you can turn on notifications if you don't want to miss out on anything. Let us know if you're jumping into the game this week, and if you have enjoyed the video, a like rating also very much helps us out down below. But for now, whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.